Test, test, test. All right. Let's try to get it in the game now. Welcome, everybody. This is the Copper Hills versus Farmington High School game. They are in the game now. I'm just trying to spectate the game. Looks like they haven't started officially yet, so that's why we're not able to spectate. Can you even hear me? There we go. Sorry, just testing the audio. Can you hear me? Great. Okay, so we're waiting for the game to officially start before we can start spectating. But this is Copper Hills League of Legends versus League of Phoenix, which is from Farmington High School. And let's see. Let's go ahead and jump into the game here. I think they've started now. Oh, man. Why isn't this working? Well, hopefully we'll be able to figure this out. They've been in the game now. There we go. So my name is Coach Redford, Mr. Redford. I'm the coach of this team. They've already been in the game for a few minutes, but we had to wait for them to finish their character selection phase. So this is their team, and this is our team down here. We've got Helaman. We've got I believe this is Milo, Brayden, Hayden, and and Elijah. And this is the Farmington High School team. Don't ask me what these characters' names are, because I do not know enough about this game. But we are on a 5-minute delay here, so we will not be able to see them playing until they've already been playing for a few minutes. As you can hear in the background, you can hear them talking. They are in the game. We're just waiting for the delay. And while we're waiting, I think this would be a great moment to do a shout out to our superintendent, Dr. Godfrey, who was able to get us all these computers that we're playing on, as well as Cammie Taylor at the district, who has worked so hard to be able to make all this possible for us. We'd also like to thank our principal, Mr. Brian Veazey. He was able to also get us some extra equipment that we needed to play these games. And of course, to the young men playing today, they have been training hard for this. And we're very grateful to all the parents and everyone else who's been involved in helping make this happen. And thank you so much to you for watching. We really do appreciate it. So since we are the away team, we are starting off as red. And then there'll be 2 games. So we'll play the first game as red team, and then we'll switch to blue team. And so this is our starting point. Looks like we still haven't loaded in. Camera. Yep. And so this is the beginning phase of the game where they're just buying upgrades. They can't leave this little circle that they're in, but they can buy upgrades to their characters. And then slowly throughout the game, they're going to unlock gold and experience that will help them unlock more of their abilities. And so this is just the beginning phase of the game. They're setting up their defensive locations. Right now, sometimes the teams will try to do an early push, and so they're just set up to make sure that doesn't happen. And then once the minions start coming out, then they're going to move to their normal lanes and start the actual gameplay. Okay, so here come the minions down the lane. So you're going to start seeing them moving to their positions. It looks like there was no early push, so there was nothing to be afraid of this time. Okay, so it looks like they're starting off in the jungle. They're just trying to get some early kills. This guy that they're fighting right now, he's just a bot character. He's not a human player. And they're just trying to get some early experience. Okay, this is the middle. Oh, we keep jumping around. This is the bottom lane here. And this is Helaman up in the top lane. So you might be noticing they're avoiding attacking at the beginning. This is pretty common early game until they're able to level up. Okay, so we got 2 against 1, so it looks like they're going to get their first kill here if they can finish it off. And that is the first kill for Copper Hills. Good job, guys. That was a big play for Crazy Squrel here. He's trying to just get these minions down, earn some gold. If you notice in the top of the screen, it tells us a little bit of their scores. That first symbol on the outside on both sides is the number of towers. We haven't destroyed any towers yet. Ooh, this is not good for Copper Hills. Looks like, yep. So now we're even 1-1, and they're going to try to chase down Hayden here. Looks like he was able to get out of there and return some shots. Okay, so that outside symbol is the number of towers they've destroyed. No one's destroyed any towers yet, but next to that is the amount of gold that they've earned. They're earning the gold by getting the last hit on the minion. So if you notice, every time one of these little minions dies, some coins fly in the air, and they go, there you go, he just got 14 gold. So it looks like they're beating us in gold, 7.7 thousand to 7.5 thousand. We're Team Red, remember. But we're still trying to keep it close. That gold doesn't decide the game, but it does help them to buy better weapons and better things to help them play a little bit better. So it is a good indication of how well they're doing, is how much gold they've earned. So it looks like they're going to try to get this one again. This will be their second time getting that character. Good job, Copper Hills. 2 kills in the top lane. So it looks like we're definitely winning in the top lane. We're not doing quite as well in the bottom lane. So it looks like their bottom laners are level 4 and level 5, which is a little bit ahead of where our bottom laners are. And Helaman here is level 6, and he's going up against a level 4. So he's going to have if he's careful, he's going to have a pretty easy time bullying him here up in the top lane. So this is definitely where we're winning. This is great. Looks like here in the middle lane, they're about evenly matched. It doesn't look like anybody's winning or losing here. They're both level 6. Oh, nice. Double team. They call that ganking in this game. So that's pretty good. SOJAxBOSS came out of the jungle to help Brayden out, or to help Crazy Squrel out.
Hey, help me over here. Got it, help. Oh. That was just a glitcher. That was terrible.
So you see how Helaman here, or HelasanIII, is hiding under his tower, and that gives him a little bit extra defense so he can work without being bullied by the other player. There we go, chase him down. And it looks like he just might get he did. Good job. And Brayden here, he's running back to his tower for defense. And she wasn't able to get the kill against us. So we are now up 3-1 in kills. And we're about even in gold. So this is a pretty close game still. It could go either way. But they're doing pretty good today, Copper Hills. It looks like we're not doing as well in the bottom lane here, but we're still keeping up with them. There we go. Zeltation just leveled up. There we go. So their jungle, SOJAxBOSS, just came out, and so they put some pressure on their bottom lane. Ooh, it looks like it didn't work, though. This is not good for Copper Hills. And now we're getting ganked. Now there's 3 people here in the bottom lane, so they're able to get a couple kills against us. So it looks like we're back to even with them. And it looks like they're also ahead in gold. Let's see if Copper Hills can... We're still early games, so there's still lots of room. But it looks like they're starting to take an early lead from us. There we go. Okay, so now we got nobody in this lane to defend our tower, so they're going to do some damage against that tower. Let's see if they can take it. So they're really trying to get that monster out of the jungle. And it looks like they did get it, but it cost him 2 deaths to Farmington. 3 deaths. So this was probably not a good exchange for Copper Hills. Looks like our top lane, he went back to base to recharge and to buy some new stuff. But that's leaving our tower undefended. And here's our bottom lane, and they're still able to bully us pretty well in the bottom lane too. This little thing that you see him damaging, that was one of our wards. It gives us vision, and so they wanted to break that so that we can't see what they're doing down there. Right now, from your perspective, you can actually see everything, but in their perspective, they've actually got what's called fog of war in the way, so they can't see very far in front of them. And so these little wards give them vision. Okay, so that dragon that you just saw they'd slain actually gives them a buff. So this was the first dragon, so it's not a huge buff, but it does give their team's a little bit stronger now because of it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a showdown right here in front of our tower. And they're using that monster that they've killed to destroy our tower. But it looks like we're going to get a few kills out of this. Oh, they're chasing us down. So that was a pretty good exchange. It looks like we were able to save the tower, but just barely. So that was pretty good for Copper Hills. We were able to prevent them from making a move there. So Helaman is still up by 1 level here, so he's doing pretty good. Looks like Brayden's down by a level here. He's level 10. But he's level 10, the other team's level 9, so it looks like in our top lane we're still doing pretty well. Although we just took some damage there. Getting that cannon, that's the last one in the wave, was good. Ooh, that's not good. It looks like they tried to double team him. SOJAxBOSS is going to punish him for that kill, though. Ooh. So this is Farmington way up in our jungles. That's not good for us. Let's see if we can do anything about it. There we go. So we got the first tower here. That's good for us to get those towers. So it gets them out of the way. Looks like they're about to respond by getting our center tower, our mid tower. Okay, looks like they got another one of our towers. Looks like we missed that.
I have R2. And she just wasted ours. They both wasted our. Yeah, they got top tower.
Let's see if we can get the kill here. Looks like they're, even at a lower level, they're able to deal lots of damage. That's not looking good for top lane, but Helaman's going to do a good job. He usually comes back from things like that. Oh, looks like he's getting ganked. They brought in another player to finish him off. Not much you can do about that when it's 2v1. Looks like they're going to try to take the top lane tower as well. So it actually looks like they're gathering around Dragon. They're trying to get another buff. And Copper Hills is gathering around this one. So they're going to get, if they can kill this guy, they get this guy to help them fight. But blue team, Farmington, looks like they got the Dragon. So it's a miss back. We missed the Dragon, but we are going to get this guy. And you'll watch, they'll hold on to it. And then when they're ready to push and attack, they'll bring that guy out and he'll help them fight. Looks like they're going to push top lane. Looks like the three of them are pushing top lane over here, and they called him in, see that? And he's going to help fight for them. He's going to charge that tower. It looks like we're going to get that turret. So we're only behind by one tower, so that's not too bad. But they're not happy about that. They rush in to try to shut us down. And we can do nothing but run away. It's really too bad. But we did get that tower, so that was pretty good of us. And Zeltation's just dodging those attacks. Look at that. So we've now lost both of our towers in the bottom lane. So if they want to, they could push right into our base. And that just looks like that's what they're doing. There you go, get the kill. There he goes. Ooh, he could have got it if it wasn't for the other player. Looks like they're going to try to take this top tower. It looks like they've got it. Yeah, Copper Hills really need to do something to turn this back around. This isn't looking good for Copper Hills. We're not out of the game yet. We're only 20 minutes in, so there still is time to turn this around. But we gotta be really smart about what we do from here on out. Yeah, that was not good for us. Double kill against us. Okay, so I believe this one's called Baron. If they can get him, they get a really big buff. It looks like they're gonna get him, unless Copper Hills can shut this down. And they're trying. Yeah. Nope. They're gonna double team him. They can't. There's nothing they can do to stop that. So now you can see they're running a little bit faster. They got that buff from Baron.
Guys, the back dinos, just run around next to us. GG. Okay.
Yeah, this is smart from Copper Hills. They really don't want to be drawing him out into a fight right now. Copper Hills needs to be playing really smart right now. Working on the creep, working on those minions, and just trying to get caught back up because they're a little bit behind. And it looks like Farmington all grouping together here. They're looking for a fight. They want to draw him out into a fight, so they're waiting in ambush here. Because those rocks are there, Copper Hills can't see that they're all hiding behind it. So I think they're just trying to draw him out into a fight. This is... Yeah, Copper Hills just trying to avoid the fight, but it looks like they just came out and did it. Yeah, not much we can do about this. All 5 of them are here together. And they're definitely ahead of us now. They've got more experience, they got higher levels. Yeah, Copper Hills really needs to play it safe right now. They need to be really smart about what they do. So if they destroy that crystal right there, that's called the inhibitor. And so now their minions get a little bit stronger, which is good. So you see now they're a little bit bigger now, pushing into their base. Yeah, this is not really what Copper Hills wants. They don't want to get pulled out into a fight. Yeah, because it looks like we just lost 2 more. Yeah. Not a whole lot we could have done to stop that. But still, the Farmington's playing it really good right now. And now our entire team is out, so now they have free... Oh, here we go, we're back in. But still, if they destroy that, that's the game. And it looks like that's game 1 for Farmington. Good job, guys. Good job, Copper Hills. I don't know if you can hear them in the background. They're talking about it. They're going to come back stronger in round 2. Not really good to see us lose the first game, but I was pretty hopeful. They weren't doing too bad. And with a little bit more strategizing, I think we can come back stronger in the next game. Let's see what they do. Oh, it says victory. That was a loss for us.
So this game, like that obviously wasn't a bad game. We just got counter jumped all the time.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to a break, and then we'll be back soon. Alright, and we are back in the game. And let's see, we're trying to spectate. Here we go. For those of you who weren't seeing the chat, what happened is during the character selection phase, they are given a time limit to choose their characters, and it's very strategic which characters you choose. They have different strengths and different weaknesses. And we were having a hard time getting our characters in time, and so we actually got a random character, and they reset the match. So technically this was a forfeit, but so now Farmington is red, and they were generous enough to still play the game, even though it was technically a forfeit. And here we go, and we're off. So this is a skin he's got that makes him look like a leprechaun. That's part of the game, is you unlock skins to make your characters look the way you want them to. So there's the default setting, and then there's the different skins that they unlock. And so that's a big thing about the game, is just unlocking the skins you like. So as you can see, there's some darkness on the sides. As I told you last time, their visibility is limited in this game. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for us so you can see everything. But that's how it looks for them. This is how it looks like when they're playing. We get the fog of war. And the minions are in, and so the game has started. So that was a pretty big attack early on in the game. You don't normally see them fighting when they're still level 1. But looks like they're trying to be extra aggressive here in the bottom lane. Try not to let Copper Hills get any wins on them. And that almost didn't work for Mr. Big. Ooh, can he get out of it? Can he get... Oh, he just... Does he make it? No, dang it. So that's not good. First kill goes to Farmington. Yeah, get out of there. Good move. Yeah, it looks like they were going to gank him. It looks like all three of them were moving to the middle lane. So it's good. That was a good move of him to get out of there. That would have definitely ended in another kill for Farmington. There we go. Getting that cannon's worth a lot of gold, so it's always what you want to try to do. Oh, so it's 2 against 1, so Helaman's got to run for it. There's no way he's going to be able to get them both. That was a good flash, and it looks like his tower's going to save him. That was a good move. Wasn't much he could do. Good thing he got out of there.
Help. Yeah, okay, support is here.
So it looks like we're actually being able to keep up with them pretty well, except for gold. It looks like they're beating us by about 1,000 gold. But Copper Hills is doing much better. We're slowing the game down, being a little bit smarter about our plays here. Yeah, they're trying to draw him out into a fight here. And it looks like Mr. Big's character is what they call a tank. He takes a lot of damage there, and they weren't able to do much to him. But they almost pulled Zeltation out. Yeah, they're trying to pull him out, get a kill on him. Looks like, and now that he's gone, yeah, it looks like they got the double kill there. Not really a good move for Copper Hills. We really need to be a lot more careful, especially having lost the first match. Okay, so it looks like they're ganking him. They're ganking Crazy Squrel, so he's got to get out of there. Again, it's still too early. Nobody's really strong enough to be able to take 2 to 1. He was able to get a hit off before he ran away, which is not bad. Yeah, so Brayden can't see him hiding there in the grass. Zuko hiding right here. He can't see him. It looks like they're planning it. Yep. Oh man, this is not good. There's not much he could have done about that. Hey, good escape. That was a good escape by Crazy Squrel there. And there you go. They've got the dragons. So that gives them a buff. That's another double kill against Copper Hills. This is not looking good for us. Good escape, Mr. Big. That was close. And so he's going to channel. Channeling means he goes back to the base where he can heal up again, come back full health. Ooh, yeah, he's got to run. Get out of there, get out of there. Ooh, are they going to get him? Oh, good escape. That was super close. Yeah, there's been a lot of close calls here. Helaman really does need to get out of there. Nope, looks like they got him.
Watch out, Galio's coming down R. Galio's coming down R. And Echo's coming down R.
That was good. That was good. We checked on that. That was good. That was very good. Okay. Yep. Galio's going back up. Dragon's up. If you want to go very low right now, I think come over and just stuff that.
Okay, here we go. So we got SOJAxBOSS came in to help gank, but right as Crazy Squrel was getting killed. So now he's holding up mid lane by himself.
Oh yeah. They stay. That goes.
So it's a 3-1 gank. So this is pretty lucky if he can get out of there. Looks like he's going to almost do it. Oh yeah, nice job. Looks like they're going to get him. Nice. So that's our first kill for Copper Hills. Kind of late in the game to be getting our first kill, but it means that we're on the scoreboard. There we go. He might be able to get it. Oh, under tower, and he ran away. Looks like bottom lane's about to finish off that turret. See if they can do it. Oh man, they are really bullying middle lane there. So we got 3 against 2. So it looks like this is a good match for Copper Hills, and there we go. We get our second kill of the game. Pull him out from under tower. We just barely weren't able to finish him off. That could have been a really good move. I mean, it was a good move for Copper Hills. It could have been even better. Yeah, they keep bullying Crazy Squrel in the middle lane, and he just barely gets out every time. He's been playing it very well. Okay, so they got a dragon, so that's going to give them a buff that's going to make them a little bit stronger. And they're going to take advantage of that. Get another kill. And look, he's running because we got 3 copper hills, so they're still not so far ahead of us. They're willing to draw us out in a fight. Yeah, and so they moved in right away. They saw that happening. It looks like Farmington, they're only going to get 1 kill. That was pretty good. I mean, that could have been worse. So they've summoned the Rift Herald. That's this monster right here, and he's going to charge our tower. And they're going to get their 2nd tower of the game. Not looking super good for Copper Hills, but we still have time to turn it around. And it looks like the Rift Herald charged our next tower. And we got him. Oh jeez, it looks like everybody's here in the middle lane now. We're trying to save this tower, but it looks like it ended up drawing out our team. Okay, not bad. We did get a kill out of that, but it looks like we gave them a few kills and a tower. Oh, I'm just reading your comments. I'm very... thank you for the compliment. Not normally this calm. We just had the ACT today, so our juniors are pretty worn out, and so are us teachers. It's been a long day for all of us. I'm hoping that's not affecting our gameplay today. It has been a tough day, though, for our juniors. Alright, so they're up to 4 turrets now. Let's see if we can pull out this fight. Yeah, it looks like they've got Mr. Big out exposed in the middle. The zeltation jumps right in. Wasn't much they could do about that, but yeah, so every time they get a kill against us, their team gets a little bit stronger. So we really do need to be avoiding these big fights like this. And so now that both those towers are destroyed, they can attack right on our base, which is not a good place to be in for Copper Hills. But we're still not out of the fight yet. We're still able to challenge them when we need to. We just have to be really smart about getting those creep scores, getting those minions, getting the jungle kills, and trying to get our gold back up. Get some experience and try to see if we can level up quickly. Yeah, absolutely right. In the comments where I'm reading, that vision and positioning are very important, and they are definitely a big part of the game. Knowing where the enemy is and where they're moving, that's really one of the big things Copper Hills is working on today. Is they're trying to prevent ganking. So if you can hear them in the background, they're actually calling out whenever the person that they're fighting against disappears. They don't know where they are. they're calling out to the rest of the team to try to avoid this. When it's 2 versus 1, it's not easy. I mean, there's nothing you can really do when it's 2v1. Ooh, and he did a good job holding them off, but not quite enough. And so that's why they keep placing these wards everywhere. There we go, Helaman. See if he's able to do anything. It's 3 against 1, so it looks like he just needs to get out of there. But you're absolutely right. That vision helps them see what the other team's up to, so they can prevent things like that from happening. So we have 3 of our teammates have been killed, and so they're waiting to revive. So this is a good time for Farmington to move in. It looks like they're going to try to take our tower and get an opening into our base. They weren't quite fast enough. It looks like we're back in the game. And there's another dragon for Farmington. Oh, that's for us. So again, that's 2 versus 5. Not a fight we could have won, unfortunately, even with the tower helping us. We really need to wait for SOJAxBOSS and Mr. Big to spawn back in. And again, if they get this crystal, this is called the inhibitor. If they get that, then their minions get stronger. And it looks like they just did, so now their minions are going to spawn in a little bit beefier, doing a little bit more damage. As you can see, they're a little bit bigger minions now. And now they're going for the Baron buff. If they can get this, this might be the end of the game for Copper Hills. And it looks like Copper Hills doesn't even see this happening on their screen. They don't know this is going on. So it looks like they're just going to go ahead and get Baron. And now they all got this buff. And I don't know if there's much Copper Hills can do now. Yeah, you can just see that it's not even a fight. Helaman can't do anything to stop this. Now, the one good news about them destroying the inhibitors, their minions do give a little bit more gold now. But it definitely gives the advantage to Farmington that they've destroyed one of our inhibitors. And as we saw in the comments, yes, the vision is so important, so that's why they're trying to destroy all these wards. They're trying to prevent Copper Hills from even being able to see what's going on when they're in the jungle. Those little wards were giving us vision, and they're just systematically knocking them out. It looks like they didn't see that one. And now they're hiding to ambush. Let's see if... Yeah, so SOJAxBOSS cannot see them in the grass there until they step out like that. And if they play it right, Farmington could this could be their last push here if they play it right. Yeah, this is their last attempt here. It doesn't look like Copper Hills is going to be able to do much to stop them, unfortunately. And it's not because of any of the mistakes they're making now. This is all from early game, just that little lead that they got at the beginning. And then slowly they just pushed that lead. And so now all their characters are much higher level. Unfortunately, there's not much more we could do here. It looks like this is going to be the end of the game. Yep. Yeah, they can't even get out of the spawn now. If zeltation steps out, they'll just... Yeah, he's just taunting now. They're not even in the game anymore. All right, good game. Good job, Farmington. Good job, Copper Hills. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And we're going to go ahead and end... It says victory. That's for Farmington, unfortunately. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And we'll join you next Tuesday when we play... Well, we don't know who we're playing yet, but we'll announce that on Friday. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.